Hey, YouTube world. Happy Saturday or happy Sunday. It's Sunday, I think. But anyway, I finally got this up and going, and it seemed to be working pretty good. I just got a couple things I got to do to it. So I got hot water coming out of here, and I'm gonna be hooking up a couple fittings, or just one. Got the fitting to go in that. So what happens is the pressure of the water goes into the cold water supply, and then it heats up. The tank seems to be heating up pretty good. I got a couple shut-off valves. I'm gonna have to solder that one pipe, because that's the way I got it designed, so I can pick it up and take it out like this. So it's getting really hot, and I'm pretty happy about that. And it cost me under $60 to do all this. So, so I'm pretty happy about that too. So I had to go out and get a couple of these fittings that's used for your hot water tank pan. So I thought I'd get an end for this. It'd be like that. Put them, glue it on there. That way the hose goes onto that. As you can see, like this, have a shut off that goes to the cold water, so that pressurizes. So perpetuation, yeah, but in order to keep it going with hot water, you have to keep the fire going. So it's so far good. I'm gonna put a pressure switch on it somewhere along here. I'm gonna add on to this and put a pressure switch on it because it gets too hot. It'll blow steam out there instead of, I don't want to lose my tank, it over explode, So I'm using these, instead of using galvanized pipe, I use these steel pipes. It's a little bit less, cost a little bit less, and so I'm going to be soldering that. And those two down there, and what you see, they got the high temperature silicone on there, and so those parts will be staying on permanently, so and I'll be able to put it in like that. So next thing I'm going to do, but like I said, I'm going to put instead of messing up that, I'm just going to go ahead and put right there, I'm going to put a connection there, so that way I hook this high pressured hose right there to go into that in the wintertime. So I got hot water coming out of there. I got the hose hooked up to it, and I got the valves, so I don't want it to overheat and explode. So I got extremely hot water coming out of there, so it is working. So that's a good thing. So, and I tried to use the lid on here. I put a hole through there, but it just smokes too much. But the water's heating up pretty good. So, like I said, the next thing I'm gonna do, let's see, go ahead, open the valve up a little bit more. We got nothing but hot water coming out. I mean, that is hot. But then eventually it cools down, so you can regulate it by adjusting this. Definitely going to need a high pressure switch on there. Yeah, that's cold water. I'm going to solder up that point, and I'd be able to disassemble it for putting it away, so because I don't want to use it. So you definitely got to have a valve on it. That water gets hot in that little tank really fast. So once I hook the hook up there, that way the cold water goes into that way, and it elevates, and it does in a perpetuation. So don't want to get it too damn hot. So that's a big plus. It's just the same concept as the hot water tank. So I got that air tank in there, and I got a reducer going down to a 1/4 inch pipe inside of there, a 4-inch reduce pipe. Hook them to the reducer, so that water pressurizes and it forces its way up into this 1/2 inch pipe, and then it pressurizes even more with the valves on it. So I got the hot and cold, those insulation things. So I'm getting it all set up for the winter time. So I'm also going to be boxing this in, maybe, but another thing I want to do, so I'd be able to come out here and enjoy my hot tub. So it's definitely hot. I would say it's probably feels like it's about 150 degrees. But I can't close the valve off all the way because what happens, it overpressurizes and the tank may explode. So we don't want to do that. So having it in my burn pit offers me protection. So in case it pops. So we don't want that. So all right. So I thank you all for joining me on YouTube, and hit that like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. Leave a comment in the description below. Homer Thomas signing out. Bye.